Hi, we're the Psychic Twins.
And we're here with Molly Burke today. Yay! Welcome, Molly.
I'm so excited. This is like a dream come true for me.
Oh, my goodness, really?
here.
That means so much to us.
Now, you've been watching us since what, Tyra?
Yeah, I've been watching you since like way back in the day, before
2009.
Shane. I like grew up watching psychics on TV and
Is
like
that
researching
right?
them. I've been
Okay.
seeing psychics for like 10 years now. So
Really?
I'm very into it.
How wonderful.
That is awesome.
Then you
I'm a big
understand.
believer. I understand it. I really
good.
believe in it.
Wonderful. We love hearing that.
That's really unusual too, because so many people come here and they're like testing us, and
Right.
they're, snarky.
No, I'm not skeptical.
No.
I'm just like excited to like get
That's
answers.
so cool.
And you're very psychic yourself, which you already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
but
know
we'll,
that.
we'll discuss that in a minute.
Well, Molly, tell us a little bit about your channel, because you are one impressive young lady. I have
Oh, my
to say that you're amazing. We've been watching a few of your videos recently, and skydiving with the Dolan twins.
Please.
Come on.
I wouldn't even do that.
Come on. How did you do that?
Yeah, that was amazing. They're great. You guys know them too. They're
Yes,
so, they're
we love them.
They are very special spirits.
Very.
They
Aren't they?
are. Oh, I
So
love
I
the
wish
Dolan.
everybody could like understand how special of like my mom and I were saying just the other day, like we feel like they're angels on earth.
They
Like,
are.
they
They
are.
very much are like
They are.
I agree.
very beautiful souls.
I agree.
Very pure.
Did you see
So mature.
their twin tuition? They just their last video where they were testing each other's twin telepathy.
No, I haven't seen it
Oh,
yet.
it's so
It's
funny.
funny.
They're
It's
trying
funny.
to be us.
They're coming for your brand.
Coming for our brand.
Watch out. Psychic
Yeah.
Twins 2.0.
That's it.
But no, I like you guys. I kind of got like a big launch from Shane Dawson. We all love Shane.
Yeah, well, Shane
he helped
introduced
us so
us
much.
to you, and
Yes.
Shane. Shout out to Shane.
Yeah, we love Shane. But he like I was doing YouTube for a while. I think I was around 200,000 subscribers when I met him, and
Wow.
he like really wanted to help share my story. And
Oh, isn't
I've
that
had like a
great?
number of big YouTubers like Casey Neistat and him and James Charles and other people that want to help
Okay.
spread my story, which has been really
Isn't that
important for
great?
me.
Yeah.
Because I was like the only person really doing what I was doing when I started. So it was really hard because
Yes.
nobody knew my content existed.
Were you the only
Yes.
blind YouTuber at the time?
There was one really big blind YouTuber. He was around 500,000 subscribers, but he did very different content to mine.
Right.
So it wasn't
Right.
really like related content.
Yeah.
His was more like games and tricks and challenges about being blind, whereas mine's like I'm a girl and I'm blind and I live life. So it's kind of different.
Yeah.
I don't want to make blindness like the whole center of everything I do.
Right.
It's like I'm blind, but I also like love makeup and have this cute dog and care about nutrition and love shopping and fashion and makeup and like you know
Yes.
love to eat sushi and music and all these other things. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what I
Oh,
want
we
my
should
channel
bring
to be
your
about.
dog in.
The camera wants you.
Yes.
The camera wants you, huh?
You are the sweetest. This is
beautiful
Molly's
dog.
guide dog Gallop, everybody. Oh
Isn't
my
it big?
god.
I've actually worked with animal communicators as well.
Sweet.
Oh, is that right? Because we
are the
actually thought
sweetest.
that you were a dog whisperer yourself. Aquarius?
Yes.
Yes.
We're like those like weird souls, Aquarius. They
Yeah.
call us like aliens on
Sort
Earth.
of eccentric.
Yeah,
and
we're like we want to change the
open.
world, and we're all
Yeah.
Can't relate.
That's right.
Aliens on
Can't relate.
Earth.
Well, yeah. As a matter of fact, born on February 8th, as you were ruled by the number 8 and Saturn, and that gives you highly developed psychic abilities, actually, Molly. And it makes you very, very open. You're sort of in tune with currents, with all the currents are going on around you, which is really amazing. It isn't just because you're blind, it's because you have this deep, deep mission and an ancient wisdom that you are meant to be on this planet, helping to inspire and guide other people about the power of the human spirit to overcome any adversity. And you are the most courageous person. I mean, I can't even believe that you travel around the world and do speaking. You can't believe how much she does, you guys.
Well, you just
She's
won.
an ambassador.
You just win a Shorty Award this
Yeah,
week.
yes,
For
congratulations.
lifestyle.
Oh my God, we're
That's
so happy.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
Oh my
lifestyle
God,
award.
that's so impressive. Do you know how many
It's-
lifestyle people that are on YouTube? It's like a million.
Oh my God, it's incredibly inspiring what you do.
It really
And I
is.
want you to
It
know
really
how
is.
many people love and truly admire your work.
Well, I'm very inspired by you. You know, we have disabilities and illnesses and chronic pain. So we have many disabilities. You know, also people don't know this. We were legally blind all our lives, and we
But
had surgery.
We could see with glasses.
Right.
But they were like
It's
Coke
different.
bottle bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we overcame, blindness. We were lucky enough to have a surgery.
The LASIK surgery.
LASIK.
Thank goodness.
And, it's just amazing what you've done. And
my
I
gosh.
feel like your doggy Gallop, it's much more than a pet. It's like a human. It's like your child. Is that right?
He's my baby.
Yeah, it's like a sacred
It's your best friend.
connection
Yes.
you two have.
Yeah.
I feel, and with you had another guide dog too, another sacred connection with that dog. Sometimes dogs come in from past lives with us, and they go to sort of a doggy soul in the sky, and they wait for us, for the masters to come home and meet with us again. I feel like your first dog is coming in with so much love and appreciation, Molly, and saying thank you. You were wonderful to me. And actually, you've had Gallop before is in a past life.
Yeah.
It was 7th century Ireland, and you were a shepherd in that life, and it was your sheep herding dog. It was your sheep herding dog.
What century was it?
Gallop was it was the 7th century. I got Ireland, and that it was a very close companion to you. And that's why it feels so much like you've been together before. Very often dogs will come
Absolutely.
in another form, not necessarily as humans. We're Buddhists. We believe that dogs can transform into humans, but usually they stay in that animal kingdom. And humans
Well, if
stay
I ever
in-
lived as a dog, I wouldn't want to come as a human,
Right.
Seems like a good life they've
Right.
got.
Oh, yeah.
Some
I
of
think
them.
so
Some of
too.
them do.
I agree.
Yeah.
But Gallop loves helping you. I really feel like that is his purpose in life. And
Absolutely.
I don't know whether you take him for
Loves-
runs in like a park, but he loves that. And I just feel like Gallop. Don't be offended, but I think he's more psychic than you.
Yes,
I really
He's
do.
a guy.
We are always like he's kind of low key creepy. Like my mom and I, right, Mom? Like he's kind of creepy sometimes. Like
Oh yeah,
we'll like
he does know stuff.
he knows stuff
Yeah.
and it's weird. And like we'll say something like I'll be like, oh, I wish Gallop would just do this. And like he doesn't know what I'm saying, and he'll go and he'll immediately do it. And I'm like,
Reading your
it's
mind.
like it's weird. It's so
That's
weird.
cool.
He knows too much. Like he knows too much, and it's weird.
Really?
It's
It's very
incredibly-
human-like. It's very
It
human-like.
is, yes. I mean, he's very in touch with his telepathy, actually, because that's what he was guided to do, but he was also born to do that, and born to help you. That's what his mission is in his life. You've been
Do you think he'll
tremendously...
be with me for much longer?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
many years.
I think he will be.
I do.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. How old is Gallop?
He's 7. He just turned 7.
Yeah.
I see some kidney problems in the future with him, so just, something to be aware of and something you might be able to head off at the pass. But other than that, I think he'll be with you for quite a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any pain. I don't feel like there's an allergy to food or anything like that. I'm feeling like he's just fine, nothing to worry about. Now, you actually had a past life with your mother. Your sweet mom is here. And this was in Ireland as well, but I see a past life with her in 12th century France, Molly. You actually were sisters.
Sisters.
You and your mom.
Sisters.
Does that make
I mean,
sense?
we're like soulmates. Like we're
I
best
can
friends.
see-
We're psychic together.
Yes.
Like we
I-
are both.
yes.
We read each
Amazing.
other's
Really
minds
weird.
constantly.
Amazing, amazing.
We don't even have to talk, and we know. Like people will she'll walk into a room, and she's the only person I can do this with. She'll walk into a room. I'm blind. I can't see that she's there. It'll be a room full of people, and I'll turn and look right at her.
Oh,
Like I
that-
can't do that. It's like this weird
telepathy.
Yes, we just
telepathy.
have that.
Mom-daughter telepathy,
Yeah,
but you
it's
feel
very
like
strong.
sisters sometimes? Is
Yeah.
that true?
Yeah.
We're much more like
Very-
friends and sisters than
Totally
mom and daughter.
bonders,
Oh, that
yeah.
Very
is
bonded.
so
Yeah, like
Connected from
We
past
feel like
lives.
we're one and the same.
Yeah.
My dad always says how crazy it is because we'll say things at the exact same time, but it's things it's not like somebody's like, do you want water? And we'll both say yes. It's like we'll say full sentences at the same time out of context. Like the thing that we say doesn't even make sense in terms of what we're talking about at the time.
Oh, that's
we'll,
freaky.
We'll be
From-
talking about sushi and my mom and I will both be like, did you hear about the tornado in Florida? And like at the exact same time we'll say the same, like it's weird.
Oh,
it's
so
You guys are like psychic twins.
My dad's
You
always
really
like, you
are.
guys are creepy. Like
You
Oh,
are.
that's so
That's
cute.
Really, this
You
is
guys-
weird.
my dad calls us the white witches.
Well, you have both been healers and, if I may say, witches in a past life. Actually, it's funny you would say white
Yes.
witches
White
because you both practiced healing and ritual, and you were powerful matriarchs in a past life. And I think you shared that spot together. It feels like you're chills, full body chills. You ever get chills when you get a psychic feeling? And you both have come in with a powerful mission at a time when it is so needed. When we were channeling on you, we just kept getting full body chills and even wanting to cry at times because we couldn't believe how courageous you were to do what you're doing. I mean, she looks fully sighted, you guys, but she is not sighted at all.
And you really can't see anything but shadows
And light.
dark and light.
So like I can see, all I see, basically everything in front of me is pitch black right now, except a solid ring of light.
The ring light.
So then I know, that's why I asked, like, okay, I see the light, so where in terms of where the light is the camera.
Well,
and that's how I'm like, able to
that's not a light, it's Jesus. He came in.
He's glowing upon my face.
Jesus came to visit us.
Nice of you to stop
But
by.
actually, the ring light wasn't working before you came because we blew the circuits. Molly was coming.
All of
truly
our
did.
energy entering
It's
the
combined energy. This is like one of the most powerful collabs we've had.
I'm curious, what do you think we look like, Molly?
Well, Molly's seen us on TV before.
But I can't remember what you look
Can't
like.
remember.
Oh, you can't remember?
No.
Oh, okay. Then what do you think we look like? Might as well ask.
You're identical, right?
Yes, we are.
We're real identical.
Two bodies,
And
one
I think
soul.
do you dress the same all the time?
Always.
right?
all
Do
the
your
time.
hair the
We're
same?
very very
always.
corny.
we're actually we're the first twins to really set that trend. Now everyone does it.
We
That's all friendly.
have dressed
Yeah.
alike since we were little kids, and I know it's weird. But do you think, in terms
I
of
picture
physical?
you to be Caucasian.
Yes, correct.
For some reason, I pictured to have like brown or hazel eyes.
Yes, brown
Yes,
eyes. We have
hazel brown,
We have
right?
very light.
Very
long,
good.
light, kind of like golden
That's
brown.
correct. I mean, we were not testing you. We're just curious
No,
as to what you think.
No, we just thought it'd be fun.
I think like full lips.
Yes.
Right.
Brown hair.
That's
Yes.
good. Yes, all
You've
good.
got it.
But I
Whoa.
don't picture you to have freckles, or if you do, it's like not many.
No,
You're
no.
right.
Our
You're
mother
right.
was freckled.
You're absolutely
but yeah,
right.
we're not.
You are. How
Wow,
tall do you think
that's
we are?
good. That's good.
I would say like 5'7", 5'6".
5, 9, and 10.
We're at I'm
9,
5'10", and we're 6'3", and stilettos.
Wow.
You
guys are tall.
We are
Yes.
gigantic.
I'm 4'10" and a half.
wait, are you?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, I
tiny.
didn't
You
realize
have
you
shoes.
were
No, you have
I have
flats on. Those are
little
so
flats on.
huge.
I love those shoes.
Wow.
That's amazing. You don't you read taller somehow than 4.
A lot
9,
of people say that. Like when I say I'm 4'10" and a half,
That's
it's like
crazy.
you seem way taller than that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's
a
We always say like my
confidence
dog
energy. It's a
also
way-
like brings size to me.
Is
like
that it?
he's so big, like I feel like it makes me bigger.
emboldens you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Elephant
And I feel like I have like a tall personality.
You do have a tall
You
personality.
do. You do.
Who's Peter?
That's my dad.
Oh,
Oh, okay. That's the first name I printed when I sat down. Very powerful man.
Oh.
Very powerful.
That's crazy
spirit,
because he's
supporting
not
love.
really he's not really on my social media. Like I don't talk about him. He's not in my
Wow.
videos.
Yeah,
So
I
like
never
just
heard.
so like they know, like it's not like you could have just like you would have had to watch every 400 videos I've made to like know.
Thank
that
you.
that was my
I've
dad.
only seen a few of your
I've
recent
seen
videos.
a few
so.
videos.
But
That's all.
thank you. Yeah, Dad has a very old soul too. You, Mom and Dad, both very old souls.
Yes.
So are you, as you know, an ancient soul. And they come in to be helper spirits to you. They, in their own right, are healers. Mom, your name is pronounced Neem. Neve. I apologize.
Yeah.
It's a weird spelling.
It is.
Neve. Pretty name.
Is that like Gaelic?
It's Gaelic. It's
Irish.
I love
okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were all together in a past life in Ireland. There's also a John coming in. I think it's a spirit that helps you.
Do you believe in angels and angelic spirit guides, Molly? Because there's one coming in. She calls herself Anne or Joanne.
Oh, I wrote Joanna. I can't believe it. I wrote Joanna already.
Yeah, are you familiar with her?
Yeah.
No.
She helps you. And you can call
on
on
her.
your angels. You have 6 angels around. You call on Anne to help you whenever you have a decision to make. I feel like Archangel Michael is significant.
I pray to him every night.
Oh my God!
I pray to Archangel Michael every
Is
night.
that right?
Oh, is that right? I love it. We love Archangel Michael.
I
Very
love
powerful.
Archangel Michael for protection and the
Beautiful. He's helping me.
blue light, the royal blue light you can imagine around. Do you imagine color at all? Do you remember color?
I can only, so I see blue, green, and purple all the time. I have like blue, green, and purple flashing
Really?
lights. So I see blue, green, and purple all the time.
Interesting.
Wow.
So that's healing colors.
That's really cool.
Spiritual.
Well, it's funny because when I was going blind when I was 14, purple became my favorite color.
Ah, we love that.
And it's been my favorite color ever since. And when I
Wow.
looked up, like, you know, the color meanings, the emotions we tie to them, it's like purple is peace, calm, and healing. And those are like emotions I really needed at the time of my vision loss, of feeling so much anger and pain, sadness and resentment and
Yes,
depression.
yes.
Like all I needed was peace, calm, and healing in my life. So it was so funny that became my color,
Yes.
my favorite color that I was so
Yes,
drawn to.
And they're in your auric field too. Your auric.
I was gonna
reads very
say.
purple and blue. Were you? I was
Well,
definitely
like a
getting those
turquoise
colors.
blue definitely around you. And purple is the color of spirituality and intuition. And I know that you were very bullied when you first lost your sight at 14, am I
Bless
right?
your heart.
We were also terribly, terribly bullied, but more when we became psychics as adults, which is really crazy that people will bully us for having predicted 9/11, or they bully us for having cancer, or they bullied us when our mother died. So it's like people, like a lot of people can relate to this. They, you know, they've been bullied, Molly, and I feel like you've spoken out a lot about bullying. Am I right?
Yeah.
You've done a
Good
lot.
for you.
You're a powerful mouthpiece. You know, I really feel for this generation and for younger people that you've really encouraged people with this.
Yes.
I just feel like we are here to show that you can be strong and happy in spite of the bullying and to ignore it. What do you do when people bully you?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, like at the time, it really got to me, which is why I'm so passionate about speaking about it now. But now, of course, working online, like there's always going to be people who say things and write things about me, and there's always going to be hate that you deal with in the comments.
Stupid people.
Silly things that people say. But for me now, I always tell people, like, the key to overcoming bullying is not trying to stop the bullies, because at the end of the day, I don't think it's ever going to happen. There's always going to be people who do that.
Yes.
The key is empowering the person who's being bullied. So for me, I had to go through my own journey of healing, of feeling confident, of getting to that point of self-love and believing in myself and feeling like I had a purpose and a passion and a direction in life and living to be who I'm meant to be. And all of a sudden, once I believe in myself and I'm confident and I feel strong and I believe in myself,
Yes.
what other people say doesn't matter. Because I'm like,
That's true.
you can believe what you want to about me,
So
but
true.
I know who I am.
Yeah.
That's
I'm happy with
incredible.
you. You know, and
What
that's
people-
the thing.
That's
What
the
people-
core of
yeah.
your mission, really, is to let people know that, and you stand for that at such an early age. Absolutely admirable. I cannot believe that you've come to that realization and acceptance
So young.
so young.
I have another past life question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since we were on the topic
Oh,
of
we've
past
got
lives.
several
away.
past lives for you.
People always think the jokes I make about like, oh, my parents made me blind and stuff. They're like, that's so offensive, but they don't get my family. We're humorous, sarcastic Irish people. You know, like we're very blunt, we're very sarcastic, and so my family, like, they don't care. They make those jokes back at me. Like, I'll be like, Dad, can you help me find something? And he's like, God, this blind excuse, Molly, is really getting old. Like, we're always like, we always go back and forth. Or like my dad always says, like, blindness is the best thing that ever happened in this family. Like, that's just our family. That's just how we deal with
I
it.
love the irreverence.
So like I
yes.
always kind of
It's
my
hysterical.
dad's sister passed away when he was a child.
Oh.
And I don't really particularly look like anybody in my family. Like my
Well,
brother
a
looks
little
like
your mom. You look a little like mom.
Yeah, it's like
Mom
there's
has blue
like
eyes.
certain things, but like I don't like my brother looks identical to my dad, and like a lot of
Really?
our other family members look very similar. Whereas
Really?
I'm always the one where people are like, she kind of has like a bit of everybody, but
Yeah.
But the only person I look very much alike is my dad's sister who passed away when she was a child.
that
Interesting.
So I've always wondered,
Interesting.
am I the reincarnated her? Like, did she
What
she
was-
passed away?
What was her name, Molly?
Her name was Jenny, and she passed away of cancer when she was 11. So I wonder, and I do believe that, you know, every life we come back to pay off something that we've done in the last life or to continue a mission.
Yeah.
So I wonder if, like, in that life, I kind of passed away of cancer. In this life, I went blind. Like, I keep trying to to solve something or fulfill a mission. Because when you look at like the portrait of her before she died, like everybody's always like, oh my God, Molly looks just like Jenny.
So
it's
fast.
the
I
only
have
person.
chills, but no, you are not her.
No,
you are not the
you are not.
reincarnation
No.
of her.
But a similar expression of energy.
Similar expression, and I feel like she's very much around you. Call her in, if you need
For
help.
support, and
She visits you.
she wasn't as outgoing as you. She could not have done what you're doing. She is an expression of the same essence, we like to say. Some people think, oh, well, I must be my grandmother reincarnated or whatever. A friend long ago that was loved by the family will come in as another person. It's kind of rare when that happens. It really is. But Jenny's watching over you and your dad and mom too.
Well, also, like when
Very
we
much so.
incarnate, you brought up a good point that you're here to maybe pay back certain things that you did in the past. That's part of karma. We call it, karmic retribution. Karma is simply cause and effect. We're Buddhists for 35 years. And cause and effect is really, you eat too much, you get fat. You do something, you get the result.
Right.
Sometimes it's instant karma, like, oh, shouldn't have lied to that guy, I just tripped on the street, So it's like sometimes you get instant karma. But it isn't always sort of like punishment. We don't see it as punishment. We see that we come in with certain challenges to learn certain lessons and for the experience of it. So we can have fun, we can enjoy whatever it is that we're going through in this lifetime. You're gonna have a lot of experiences. You're really choosing certain life experiences for the joy of it ultimately, I think, to find the joy in it. And that's what you are, a real alchemist, because you can turn poison to medicine, we say. And we have a wonderful affirmations tape on our YouTube channel, which you may want to listen to as well, for healing. We're doing a lot more of the healing affirmations and the law of attraction. Are you familiar with that?
Oh yeah, I'm big. Like I make my vision boards. I have for like 10
we
years
do this
now.
too.
I do affirmations every night, like the Louise Hay "You Can Heal Your Life"
We
book
loved
was
Louise
like
Hay.
huge for me. I read it when I was 16 for the first time, and it like changed my life. I tell everybody about that book.
Awesome.
Yeah, bless her soul. She died, I think last year.
In her 90s, yeah.
Yeah, I met her once, and we used to listen to her tapes, her affirmation tapes. She was the first one that was really famous for all of that.
Yeah.
But you were a Buddhist actually in Japan,
Yes,
I
we
feel.
We're going to go to Japan.
I feel like you're going to go. I was just going to
That's
say.
number one on my list.
What?
Are you
Number one
kidding me?
on your list? Shut up.
Will I go soon?
Oh my God.
It's like number one on my list. The places I want to go. Sushi's my favorite food.
We love
me
sushi
too, me too. I can't believe this because we
That's
told.
funny.
Oh, who did we just
Jessie
tell?
Page.
Jessie Page. We told her she would go to Japan.
Jessie.
She said you're crazy. She just went to Japan. She said, "Oh my God, you were right."
That's so
Oh my
funny.
Never
God.
say never.
And so I don't tell everybody this, but I think you are going to go to Japan.
Yay! You're gonna love it. You're gonna take mom. It's gonna be wonderful.
It won't be this year. Maybe next year.
Yeah, it could be a while. Well, I think your animal, your spirit animal, is the elephant. It represents everything you embody, really. Strength and power, stability, security, compassion. Elephants have deep compassion, and they will always run to the rescue of another animal or even, fellow elephant. And they communicate telepathically with each other. And that's how come you've come in with this as an animal totem or a spirit animal to guide you. It's a powerful spirit. It's a powerful representation of everything you embody. And what I wanted to say was elephants are also born leaders, and they plow through adversity and challenge, and they don't let anything hold them back. Who does that remind you of? You. And some cultures see it as an earthly animal, but also an ancient animal, one connected with divinity and one who transcends, dimensions. And that's what you do too. You are so much more than you think you are. You are so much more multidimensional than you think you are. And I think on some level you get that, but you really won't really get it until your 30s or 40s. And then you'll understand what that means.
Well, actually, I feel like on some level, there's a sense of I'm not good enough. And you know what? I feel like that comes from the bullying and all of that. And so a lot of us feel, gee, I'm not good enough. Yeah. But you are. If you have any part of you that feels like you have to be, do, or have something that you don't have to be good enough, then you feel like you're not good enough.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't need to be, do, or have anything to be good enough. my dear.
You already are all those good things. And it's just a matter of becoming and unfolding and doing more of the stuff you came to be.
Yeah.
In this life, you're going to live to be quite old. And,
Oh no, I always said I
know.
want to die young.
Oh, don't
No,
say
don't
that.
say that. No, but you're going to be older than you think. And why would you say that?
Yeah.
Life's hard, you know? It's a lot of work.
Hard. It is.
It is.
It is hard
It is.
sometimes.
We get you.
In a non-morbid way, I feel like I've done so much. Like I feel like I've done and I'm doing what I'm meant to. And so I guess I always just feel like if I died tomorrow, I'm very lucky because at 25 I still feel at peace. Like whereas a lot of people get to 80 and feel like I haven't done enough. I filled my.
And you've done
I
so
feel
much.
like I have filled my purpose.
Oh, wow.
So
I can relate to that.
That's interesting. Spoken like a true crystal child. You are a crystal
she's
child.
a crystal.
And do you meditate, Molly?
I don't, but I keep wanting to get into it.
It's okay. Not like I have to.
It's well, our affirmations video will help you do that. We do talk about affirmations and meditation on our channel with the affirmations video and the healing videos. And we want to make our books into audible books, but we really want to. It's expensive to do that, and that's why we haven't up until now. But maybe somebody could start a GoFundMe page for us to do audible books.
Everybody needs to make their books in Audible.
Well, I wanted to say that, everybody has animal totems, as you know, animal spirits around us that come in at certain times, and it's called animal medicine. And I feel like the elephant is your animal or power totem.
Elephants were like, people always ask like, oh, why, like elephants are my favorite animal. And people always ask, why are elephants your favorite animal? And I never really talk about it. Like, it's hard for people like, oh, why do you like elephants so much? I'm like, oh, they're really like beautiful, peaceful creatures. But for me, like elephants are a lot more than that. I just don't tend to talk about like my spiritual religious journey publicly.
Right.
But for me, Ganesh,
yes, the
was-
Hindu god.
Yes, he was
Ganesh.
like a big part of my journey to rediscovering spirituality and religion,
Brilliant.
and to like feeling like I could believe in something again.
Interesting.
And obviously he's half human, half elephant.
Yes.
So elephants were like
Yes.
this kind of big.
And a sign of fortune.
It was like this
too.
big part of my journey, and it's funny that you brought up elephants because I like just got an elephant tattoo.
I can't believe it. I was going to say, did you get an elephant tattoo?
Oh,
but I
why
wanted to let
not?
you finish the sentence.
I just got it.
Okay, can I see?
But
Or is it in
I'm considering getting it removed.
Oh,
Well,
So I was
why?
wondering if
Can
I'm
you
going
show us?
to or if I'm
You
not.
don't have to show us.
I'll show
I
you.
want to see.
Can we? Then we'll be able to tell you to get it off. Because we're artists.
We'll tell you if it's good or not.
Oh my God, that's
I love
so
it.
cute.
It looks like little Dumbo.
I literally told the
that's
artist
so
I don't want it to look like Dumbo, and every single person who sees it goes, "It's little Dumbo."
Oh, you know what though?
I
no,
love
it
it.
reminds me of a Babar.
I
or
love
like
it.
some sweet
Yeah,
little
Babar.
child book that we had.
I
when
love
we
it.
were kids.
I wouldn't take it off.
I feel like it's too
I like that too.
randomly placed, and
Yeah.
like it doesn't like.
You could add
So it's something very short.
quote.
Well, I was
or-
thinking of
hand
adding,
script or
"Oh, the places you'll go,"
I love that.
That's
Right.
better. That's
really
better
like
than
that.
Dumbo.
Perfect.
which is a Dr. Seuss quote.
I love that.
And my mom read that book to me when I started my business 5 years ago.
Oh, that's
and
so
I
cute,
feel like
Molly.
this elephant is like looking at the places it's gonna go in
No,
life.
don't get it all. It's so.
No.
It feels like
I
you.
love it. How
It
drunk
has a
were you? How
feeling.
drunk were you when you got that tattoo?
Well, it was for a
love
video
it.
where I didn't know what I got till it was done.
Well, and how
So-
can you know what you have when it's done? I mean, by
Well,
the
that's
way.
the thing. Like, I can't see it, which
I know.
is what's so hard.
I'm going,
So other
what?
people have to tell me if they like it
Okay,
or not.
we're artists, and
Well,
we're
they
saying
like
that is wonderful.
Well, we're
It's
cartoonists,
adorable.
so
yeah, we've
if
done.
we
Well,
like
that's
it,
definitely very
it's good.
cartoony.
Yeah, believe me, I wouldn't get it off. I love it. It's sort of.
I was
suits
like,
you.
I was gonna ask you
It's
guys,
not a
am I
Dumbo.
gonna get it removed or not?
No, don't.
I hope you don't.
No.
And you can do a lot with tattoos, just embellishing and adding more color, whatever. You can
It
really
doesn't need it,
change
though,
it.
but
It
it
doesn't need it.
What other question did you have before we jump to your channel, Molly?
So I was wondering, and I guess you kind of touched on it a little bit,
Okay.
but if my first guide dog Gypsy came through at all.
Oh yes,
Yes.
in fact I mentioned
Yes.
it
Is she-
in the
does she,
earlier
like,
in this
absolutely.
video.
Does she hang out with? Because so
Yes,
Gypsy
very
used to
much so.
have this thing that she would do. She would scratch the ground. It was like a but like on like hardwood floor, linoleum,
Wow.
tile. She would scratch it like she was
Okay.
trying to dig.
Interesting.
And Gallop, I've had Gallop for 5 years now, and in the 5 years he's maybe done it 8 to 10 times. And
That's
every time I say Gypsy's here.
Yes.
Like, I'm always like, this
Yes.
is Gypsy telling me that she's
Absolutely.
with us.
Absolutely.
Yes, dogs and animals are always communicating with us.
I love that.
And time and space collapse, we say, because we're mediums as well. We talk to spirits of deceased dogs, animals, and humans. And as time and space become not a thing, because they're so close, really, in another dimension, we can't see them. They just transmuted form. They didn't disappear. And so they're very much with us. And so I think that Gypsy is telepathically communicating with Gallup at times.
Yeah, I do
And
too.
and with you, of course, but it's coming out that way, and so you always know that she's with you.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, well, people think, when animals pass, that they go to like an animal heaven where it's just animals. And I'm not sure I believe that, to be honest, Molly. And people have different schools of thought,
Right.
with this. What do you think happens to animals when they die?
I think if they don't get reincarnated, I think, like, if their lives are done, I think they're in heaven with the rest of us. Like,
Okay, that's what I believe.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I believe. And actually, a famous psychic told us that Mom is in heaven and she's petting a white cat. And I thought that was so funny because she was allergic to cats, as we are. She never had a cat. So I would, it doesn't
But now she's not
matter.
allergic
Now
and she
she
loves
does.
the cat.
Exactly.
She can enjoy the cat.
There you
Yeah,
go.
people do different things. Once they
And
die
she's
and go
healed.
to the other planes, the other worlds, then they do different things. They might study, they might play a sport, they might sing. And, speaking of which, I feel like you're supposed to dance.
I used to dance competitively, and
Oh, really?
I stopped when I went blind, and I refused to dance ever
Okay.
since. Like, I won't even dance at a club drunk. Like, don't dance.
Why do you
Interesting.
refuse? Why do you refuse to
Yeah.
It
dance?
makes me feel very uncomfortable because I can't see what everybody else
Okay.
is doing.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like maybe I look stupid.
Right.
Maybe people are looking
I
at
can
me.
understand
Maybe
that.
everybody's like doing the same thing, and I'm doing something different, and I look
Oh, I
silly.
could understand
Right,
that.
right.
Inhibition.
Well, look,
sure.
I'm not a good dancer, and I look stupid, and I don't care. I just don't give a shit. Okay. So I want you to have that attitude, and you can dance by yourself. With Gallup, you don't have to worry about people being around looking. I want you to express yourself with movement. That's what they're
It's-
saying.
it's a good
And
point, yeah.
singing as well. You're supposed to sing. In fact,
Very
I
creative.
think you're going to be recording.
Recording.
Did
I
you
see
ever think
recording
about
something.
recording?
So music was like a big part of my journey to healing and recovering from my depression when I lost my vision.
Wow.
And I was the lead singer in a band, and I released
Oh my
an
gosh.
EP when I was 16.
you were in a
No
band
way.
But I stopped singing when I was 18 because I started touring full time as a speaker, and I just didn't have time. So
Wow.
from 18 to 25, I've like barely sung. I like don't
What
really
was
do
your
music.
band called?
We had two names. We had the first name I had come up with, and it was Audio Breakdown. And the second, and we changed the band name because some members shifted, and it became Bury Me Fighting.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Very
Interesting.
angsty, angry
Fun.
teen.
Yeah.
So you can sing, right?
I mean,
You
I'm
got
like,
shots.
to me, I'm like a very like mediocre singer. Like I'm aware of my skill set. Like I'm not bad. I'm not great. Like I'm like in that middle range of like she can sing,
Not
but like
diluting.
she's not like I'm not Celine Dion. I'm not Ariana Grande.
Listen, we're on YouTube. God forbid you should feel proud about anything or being good at anything. You have to hate yourself on YouTube, right?
Self-deprecation does very well on YouTube.
Very
That's
popular.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Before we end this video and go to my channel, can I ask like
Okay.
two more quick questions because
By
they're
all
related
means.
to the things
Sure.
we were
Yeah,
talking
shoot.
about? First is about going back to the guide dog thing. Will I get, this is like a question I've had in my mind for like a couple of years now. Will I get my third guide dog from the same guide dog school I got my first two dogs from?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's meant to come from that school.
I mean, I have a good feeling about it.
It feels like it's possible, but there's also another one that you'll hear about that I think you might decide to go with. I can't explain why, but it's possible from another source.
Yeah, but
And would you
you'll
be
love
okay
that
with
dog.
that?
Yeah, I'm like very torn as to what I'm meant to do with that when the time comes.
Yeah, it will be revealed.
It's-
Everything will be revealed
it's a
at
waste.
that time.
Yes.
And just trust you're in the divine flow. You will be led to the right dog.
You'll always
and
have what you
people
need.
And trainers. And you're still training, right? You have to always
Always
train.
train, yeah, you're
That's a
always
lot of
in
work.
training.
It's very interesting.
And then the only other question I had,
Yeah.
because you were talking how you connect to spirits in your
Absolutely.
meeting. My grandfather, my dad's dad, he was kind of the one that pushed my parents to get me diagnosed. And he passed away shortly before I was finally diagnosed. So I was wondering if And my parents always say it was probably for the best because like it would have been so hard for him to accept
To
it.
accept it, yeah.
So I was just wondering if he knows. Like,
Yes,
if-
he knows.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's so proud of you, Molly. He's coming in with so
Absolutely.
much, his heart is bursting. And he comes in and checks on you and your dad a lot. He really does. He checks on the whole family.
Do you have visitations from spirits or people in dreams?
I think so.
'Cause
I'm
you're
like
very psychic.
I dream a lot. I have like extremely vivid
Interesting.
dreams
Really?
all the time.
Interesting.
You can see in your dreams.
I can't. I can like see blurs, but I mainly like hear and smell and feel.
Wow. So your sense of smell, we call it clairsmelliance. It's actually, it's clairgoustiance
Well,
is the
I
correct
thought
word.
clairgoustiance was...
That's the correct term.
Yeah.
I like their smellians.
I do too,
Clairsmelliance, I do
personally.
too.
I like this. But, you know, your sense of hearing, your clairaudience is very heightened because of your blindness and also your sense of smell. And you're an empath, so you feel other
Oh,
people, right?
deeply.
Yes, deeply.
Deeply. It
Wow.
makes you exhausted.
You can
sometimes.
tell
Yes, right?
if they're in pain or you can tell if they're depressed, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like really take on other people's energy, so I work hard to like put a
Oh,
white light and a
yes.
golden egg around myself
you have
and
to
like
protect
protect my
yourself.
energy.
You do that,
But
yeah.
it gets
Yeah.
I
that's
get
what
very drained and exhausted
Yeah.
if I don't like get enough rest and time to myself.
Yeah,
Even
you
though I'm
need
very extroverted, which is what's so hard because I'm so extroverted, I tend to want to be around people and talk if they're there.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to like give
Shut
myself
that
the space
off
and
and-
time and shut it off. But I need to,
need
otherwise
to,
I
you
like
need to.
hit the
just
wall.
give
You
yourself
do.
permission
You
to pull
do.
away, and other people will
You
understand.
need to do that, Molly, and take some
Yeah,
time and
absolutely.
rest and don't feel bad. You're not disappointing people.
Not at
You
all.
know, they want you healthy. The fans want to see you healthy and happy, healed and whole. And you have so much to offer us. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining us on our
Molly.
show
It's
today.
been such a
We
joy
just love
meeting you.
I can't wait for the video on my channel.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hop over to her channel, and you're gonna learn about maybe a little more future, maybe love life, maybe marriage, kids. So check that out.
My mom giggling in the corner about that one.
Okay, thanks everybody for watching. Hit like and subscribe, and
we'll
we'll see you in the future.